welcome back to No Money Spent. On this episode of the Not a Dollars, we are going to tackle the Nick Bonino Master Set player item that was released that you can earn completely free by just playing moments and objectives. Now, in my opinion, this is something that should have been in the game since the launch, and even more frustrating is the fact that I'm assuming this card art was made at launch of the game, maybe not, but if it was, they could have just done something like this at the very launch of the game, and it would have made the launch event much better because it was one of the worst events we've ever gotten with all the convoluted stuff that they try to come out with on top of it. That said, Nick Bonino does not upgrade with power-up collectibles. He upgrades with Nick Bonino upgrade tokens, 4 totaling up to 95 overall. Now, if you've just started out, this is a card you 100% should go after because it is a very small time investment and it's very easy. A lot of the other flashback Master Set player items like Barzal, Sarah Nurse, Iserman, they feature superstar moments and things that are just very difficult to do if they even track in game. And in today's episode, we are actually going to tackle the stuff required to get Nick Bonino's card. Now, if you notice, getting him up to 91 will only take 2 upgrade tokens, which is very important for a certain selection of the player base. If you have a God Squad and this Nick Bonino card cannot make your team even at 95 overall, getting him to 91 is pretty important because that's 6 free power-up collectibles or Team of the Season collectibles or whatever you want to use. Because EA has not released newer upgrade sets, 91 is the max, so why waste any more time? So taking a look at my team, if you are someone that has been following along all year, hopefully you have a squad that somewhat mimics this, but even if you don't, a lot of players have teams where you've heavily invested in other items, and maybe Nick Bonino just isn't going to fit. For example, my 4th line features the Jason Robertson, as well as this Matt Duchene, which in my opinion is one of the better Master Set player items because he is a 99 across the board in all the important stats, not 96 on the face card, but still a card that I'm going to invest in. He is endgame in my opinion. And then we've got Matthew Barzal, who I could move on from, but he's got 99 speed, so it's like, what's the point? So there's no real reason for me to grind all the way to get Nick Bonino up to 95. However, I do need a lot more power-up collectibles for Matt Duchene, as well as Drew Doughty. So 6 more power-up collectibles would go a long way. It would at least get me up to 96 with Drew Doughty and almost to 97. 98 is the goal because then he basically has 99 across the board. You really don't have to spend that last 8 power-up collectibles, but hey, I'm a completionist, so I might do it anyway. So if you are someone like me who is in that same situation, I would recommend getting him to 91. If you are not, and you've been playing this game sparingly, or maybe you just started, 100% do what is required. I will show you everything, but there is 2 objectives that we are going to avoid because we only need to get him to 91, and that is the scoring goals with the headliners, Nick Bonino, as well as the assists. I don't want to sit in squad battles anymore. I've done enough of that. It's annoying, so I'm going to avoid these 2. EA, please allow us to do these kinds of objectives online. Like instead of 45 goals in any mode, make it 10 in Rivals or Hut Champ. Harder to score in those modes. Let's stop pretending like it's the same across the board. No one wants to sit in rookie squad battles and score 45 goals with the same card. Nobody. So that means we head over to Hut Moments. We just need the actual card and 2 upgrade tokens, which conveniently enough, the Hut Moments actually, 1, provides us the card by completing the first goal of the season. And then down here, we've got a Nick Bonino upgrade token. And then finally, the Bonino down at the bottom gets us our 2nd Nick Bonino token. So we are going to go through all of these and I'm going to time it. We're going to see how long it takes. But if you go through these moments, none of these are ridiculous. Like there's no score top cheddar goals with 45-degree angle. And then when you do it, it doesn't count. It's just like score a goal in overtime. So let's start off with getting the actual card. I do have to say, when live moments became a thing, this is what I wanted to see from every single event. I think that them kind of just forgetting about it once the stuff was released kind of killed it. I also have a precision ring on my controller because I'm playing MLB and I'm testing out precision rings from Control Freaks. So let's just switch that back. For anyone that plays MLB, I think they are useful. I don't think you need to rely on them, but I just thought I'd try them out. All right, back to the Daily Yap, where I play this game and just talk about random things. We've got to score a goal of Bonino, so let's just get that done. What number is he? That's Letang. Did Bonino wear 13 in San Jose? I don't remember. Disagree. So let's talk about the playoffs. Boston, you goofed. I mean, you had a chance 2-0 in Game 4. Blow that lead to Florida. It's now 3-1 Panthers going back to Florida. You know, a lot of people gave the Bruins or Leafs no shot at beating the Panthers. Gotta say, it's pretty frustrating watching teams like Boston, who is not nearly as talented, but just be able to hang because they're a hockey team. It's just compounding my frustration that the Leafs just don't have that. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Anyways, they blow that lead. They're done. At 3-1 to the Panthers, now the Bruins have got to win 3 straight. Famously, the Panthers did it last year, but they were better than their record indicated because they almost won the Stanley Cup. All right, we need to get 5 points with Nick Bonino. So this was a little bit longer. But yeah, so when it comes to moments, this is what I wanted to see every year or every event. I wanted one Master Set player item, or maybe it's a choice pack. Who cares? That allows us to build a card for free and make it like this, where the grind isn't relentless, you know? I like moments because they are the perfect iteration of offline challenges. Like, if you are to compare one thing, this game has not done a great job of improving the HUT mode in terms of the modes we play. We've been doing the same Rivals Champ Squad Battles Repeat for 5 years and just accepted it. That being said, you know, offline challenges were a joke. They were just there to say they were there. And, you know, at least that was done. They just haven't done a good job of using them to, you know, improve upon the rewards that we've gotten. So having a Master Set player item strictly tied and then building moments for that player, it's just, it's what moments should have been. And, you know, I don't know where the disconnect lies. Like, it's on the live content team to actually utilize the stuff that the mode team makes. But, yeah, just kind of tough, and want to see a little bit better next year maybe. But I finally feel like this is how they should utilize it, which is so frustrating because, like, they always do this. The end of the year, they always come up with some banger new content ideas, and then the new game launches and we don't see it. Much like, I talked about this in my event breakdown video, but a lot like the HUT Millennium event, which is widely considered one of the best events that we've gotten in HUT, and they just completely got away from that at the beginning of NHL. We get a Michigan here? No. At the beginning of NHL 24. The other thing I want them to like get rid of is the all-star goaltenders on any mode. I think it's an absolute joke. So for anyone that doesn't know, goaltenders are on all-star, regardless of the difficulty you select. So if you're on rookie, or like this, I think it's rookie, your goaltender is on all-star, which is why goalies sometimes make insane saves even when you're just playing, you know, casual game. And very, very frustrating. Dumb idea. I think the logic behind it was, hey, if you're on rookie and you eventually start scoring a lot more on rookie, that will translate when you play other modes, which I guess kind of makes sense. But I think from a player that is brand new, this video game, in terms of sports games, is kind of confusing. Like, you've got to be able to control the stick. Passing, shooting is done, not with a button. Well, I guess it could be done with a button, but not really. So why make it more difficult when you're trying to, like, learn how to play the game? Also, why am I struggling on this so bad? All right, Bonino, let's just get one, please. Oh, something else I want to touch on. If you'd watched my streams over the weekend, MLB released its new content, and they do like content nukes, where as opposed to releasing it 3 times a week, they release like a batch of content that is like a month long, and they do it much more sparingly. So we got like the content nuke, and I was playing one of the things that have you playing on Legend, which would be Superstar. And I don't know why, but offline gameplay in NHL is so boring. And I don't know if it's because when you get to a certain level, you're good enough and it's just, that's it. There's never a challenge, which I guess could be the same thing for MLB. But for a lot of like, you know, once you get to Division 1 or 2, you can play on Superstar and it's no problem, right? And it's just not, it's boring, right? There's no challenge to it. And the only challenge is that it's slightly annoying because you know that you're going to score your 5 goals in the exact same way. What I had to do hitting on Legend in MLB, it's so difficult. And again, that's because I'm not as good at MLB as I am in NHL. But it was challenging and then really rewarding when I was able to complete it. So, yeah, we're on rookie, but this goalie's making insane saves. Oh, also, at the time of this recording, there hasn't been a suspension yet. But, dude, the McDavid cross-check to the face obviously wasn't, you know, meant. You know, they were cross-checking each other. McDavid got a whack in. Then just an unfortunate circumstance where he got cross-checked from behind, falls down, and he gets a stick right in the mouth. You know, that's tough. So I'm assuming Vancouver fans are going to be like, yeah, like, dude, that's his own fault. Not really. Yeah, tough. But Vancouver, man, I think everyone just kind of counted them out, said that they'd get flooded by, Edmonton, and that's not the case. So, good for them. And the only issue is that, you know, a lot of people say, you know, a lot of Canadians say they want a Canadian team to win the cup. I gotta say, man, I don't know about you guys. When your favorite Canadian team is out, do we cheer for other Canadian teams? I feel like that's a misconception. At least I don't. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing the Oilers. The Oilers would be the exception because it's McDavid. But I mean, like, if Ottawa or Montreal or Calgary or Edmonton, it's like, I don't want to see them win. Like, that's another, like, it's a rival, right? So let me know in the comment section if you want to see another Canadian team win. You know, I'd like to see Vancouver win over, let's say, you know, Boston or the Rangers or Carolina, I guess. Not really. Oh, something to note, guys, when you're on the passing objectives on any of them, I didn't realize this, but you've got to do them in the offensive zone. I guess that's one way of, like, them trying to make it so that you don't, you know, like, cheat or just sit in your own zone and whatnot. So that's all you got to do. And then once you get it, you can just walk in and, you know, do whatever. But just make sure you're doing it in the offensive zone. I think the neutral zone works too, but all right. Now we're at the first token. I've got to get 3 points, I believe. Anyone ever read something and be like, okay, I've got to do this, and then you forget it 4 seconds later? God, man, my career path has just absolutely obliterated my short-term memory and ability to have any sort of attention span. But here we are, you know. Oh, get it in. I mean, dude, just make one-timers great again. Ugh. See, like, I want to know why, psychologically, you can struggle in hockey, in NHL, in the video game, and it's just so infuriating. But, man, like, in MLB, I struggle, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's because I'm not good enough. You know, maybe, I don't know, it's an ego thing, I'm not really sure, but, like, I think it's because you score by doing the same thing every time. And when it doesn't happen, you get, like, annoyed because it's like, yo, why is this not going in? Whereas, like, in MLB, like, either you can catch up to Legend or you can't. Like, I'm going to go low far side here on this Lundqvist for, like, the 80th time, and it's just not going to go in some reason. Come here. Thank you. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. Thank you. Holy smokes, Phil. Take me home. Get shot blocks with Bonino. I can see this being annoying, but we'll see. Yeah, getting consistent blocks this is so much difficult. There's one. Oh, get up, dude. Come on now. I wish I could position lock. Oh my god. Because you're just trying to give him the puck back, but maybe just constant face-offs. Because you can lose the draw and then just go immediately to the net. This is what I mean, though, about, like, offline HUT or NHL content, is that, like, getting these specific instances is so much more difficult than it's, like, because you're relying on the AI to do stuff. Just shoot, man. Please, just shoot. Oh, I wonder if I pulled a goalie, too, that would force him to shoot. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. Just shoot, man. That's one. Please, one more. I need you to shoot. Oh, I mean, he went above him. Shoot again. Oh, my God, dude. Dude, he made the shot block animation. Oh man, EA. Yeah, we did it. We found the thing that is just super infuriating. Come on, EA, you almost had it. You almost had it. Give us the full game. Why are we doing this in the 3rd period? Well, somehow, I don't care. I don't care how that counted. I don't care. All right, hat trick on Superstar. I bet that's easier than scoring the 3 or getting the 3 blocks. All right, here we go. Get by him on the boards. Let's go. There we go. It's 2. Okay. There it is. All right, dude. Way easier than the block shots. So funny. All right, last one. We just got to score a goal in Superstar in overtime. Let's do it. All right, there we go. That is just under 1 hour, just under an hour to get all of those moments done. So we got all the moments done. It took just under 1 hour. Gotta say, when it comes to stuff being worth the time investment, being able to grab, you know, 6 power-up collectibles, or even just getting a 91 overall player in an hour, the other ones, you could literally just go into squad battles and get it done insanely fast. But let's open up these packs real quick, too. I got some packs from doing those moments. So definitely one of the better releases that EA had, just because, again, it's very easy to complete. You know, there are some frustrating ones, so it's not completely easy mode, especially for play. I'm someone that, you know, I'm a Division 2 player, so, you know, a lot of players might struggle on the Superstar score 3 goals, but you saw how I scored all of them. That said, I think it's definitely worth doing, just to get done. You're not going to pull anything in packs. 7,500 coins in that pack. What? Okay. Not bad. Nothing in these. Almost up to 100,000 coins. coins too. I don't know what I'm going to spend my coins on. It's usually a goaltender at this point because there's no point in spending it on anything else. Might as well just save for a goalie. But yeah, like, let's say even if you just did those moments, you got a 91 overall player, there's just not many things that, like, the other flashbacks you can do, they take about an hour and a half, if I'm being conservative, depending on how good of a player you are. But take about an hour and a half, and some of them most players can't do. You know, like score top shelf goals on Superstar with a specific player, right? Like, sometimes you can't do those. These objectives, just weekly done, as well as that. Okay, so now let's go upgrade that Nick Bonino that we've got, and then we can use those power-up collectibles. I don't know what I'm going to use the power-up collectibles on, to be honest with you. We got to take a look. I still need to get Gordie Howe's 97 upgrade. I just haven't done it because, you know, it's just +1, and I can do it whenever. Well, let's grab that. This is definitely the best way to go. If I'm being honest, they're probably going to add a 92 plus at some point, so you could just hold off. I'm someone who is, you know, I'm just rushing to get stuff done. But there we go. We've got the 91 Nick Bonino. So now let's go cash him in, and we will grab the power-up collectibles, go all the way over to the end. We'll get 6 power-up collectibles and a player's pack. Go. And then we can take those power-up collectibles. Can I make any more while we're here, actually, real quick? I don't think I can, but I did get a bunch. Actually, no, we should be able to do this. Yeah. If I can make 2 more, that'd actually be kind of huge. We could do, might be able to get more than 1 done. Might be able to get 2 Dowdies done. All right, so let's go upgrade what we've got. Make some decisions here. And then the forward group. Okay, so couple options, like I said. We could go Gordie Howe. Get 4 would get, do I have 4 or 5 gods? 7. That would get him to 97. He does get a speed and acceleration increase, as well as being able to upgrade this, so he would actually be at 97 excel. That's actually pretty big. Or I could go, that's actually 3. I could go Duchesne and Gordie Howe's upgrade, or we could do, I really don't want to upgrade Drew Doughty right now. I don't feel like upgrading Drew Doughty. So what we'll do is we'll do Gordie Howe and we'll do Duchesne. So Gordie, there we go. Now, can I actually keep Agile Dangler boost activated? I gotta be able to yeah, that's too important to not have activated. But if I go to, whoa, okay, all my left wingers are gone. This game, man, this game. Okay, there we go. Okay, can I just change this to Agile Dangler boost? Like, he doesn't bang. Okay, there we go. That'll work. And now we've got Gordie Howe has 96 speed, 92 acceleration. Yeah, like this. Okay, and then we'll go Matt Duchesne, who really doesn't need the upgrade. Oh, I guess he gets a face-off increase, so. And then we'll go like this. He's up to his 93, and we are laughing. Yeah, okay. Not bad at all. I might even move him. Might be able to move around some centermen, but no, I like this. Again, so for an hour, I was able to get Gordie Howe up to his 97, Duchesne up to his 93, and we're in a really good spot right now. So, okay. Let me know what you think of the Nick Bonino moments, and if you're going to continue grinding them out. I definitely think you should for only the hour that it takes. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you next episode. Have a good one.